Hi, I'm Leslie Hastings, and welcome to the final video number 12 in the Law of Attraction for Weight Loss series. In this video, I would like to give you some really soft self-talk, okay, the new beliefs, and then we'll just wrap the whole thing up and put it all together. Now, when I first started doing this, again, I couldn't make big jumps. In fact, nobody can, all right? There's no such thing because your mind argues with you. So once I identified the beliefs I wanted to change, I released the need for those beliefs to continue, okay? I gave myself permission to make different choices. Then I had to come up with some things that my mind could buy, again, that were moving me further along, okay? So these are the kinds of statements that I started making to myself. I now allow slender to come to me. Okay. I now choose a different way of looking at myself. I am becoming the person I've always wanted to be. A lot of law of attraction or affirmation teachers tell you that you make a statement, the I am statement, and then whatever you put after that is the strongest statement you can make. The problem is, especially with weight loss, because you take your body everywhere you go, you see it in the mirror every day, you can't buy that new thought, okay? On some other topics, that's a little bit easier, but with the body, that's it's a tricky thing. So one of the words that really served me well is becoming. Instead of I am thin, I am becoming thinner every day. I am making friends with my food. I am becoming softer and nicer to myself. I am liking myself better every day. Soften this up, okay? Every day, in every way, I get a little bit better, okay? Every time I do something right, I move into my happier life. Every time I choose well, I congratulate myself. I'm doing really well with this. I know it won't happen overnight, but every day I'm making progress. Be very soft and kind with yourself, because until you start seeing some results where you can make those statements and believe them that yes, I am getting thinner, you have to make statements that your mind can buy into. Again, we've got to bridge the old into the new. And this is where a lot of people fall down because they don't know how to do that. So the softer and more general and kinder you can be to yourself, the better off you are. You don't have to you know what you want to look like. You don't have to always be carrying that image around in your mind. In fact, for me, that can cause more harm than good because I'm always comparing where I am now to the image that I want to be. So again, much like using the one pair of pants, this is a gradual process, and we need to be nice to ourselves because, look at beliefs. Some of the most difficult things for people to change or let go of are their beliefs. I mean, people go to war over their beliefs. My God is the only one. My God is the one true God. Look at this. You try to change somebody's beliefs, challenge them on, trivial subjects like abortion or religion or politics or any of those things, and people just dig in. It's somehow threatening to come after their beliefs. And beliefs are just opinions, remember? And generally speaking, they're not even ours. So we need to treat ourselves with the same kind of kindness as if we're entering into a little bit of a gentle conversation. And we're just trying to move ourselves a little bit at a time over to the other side of the stick. And once you start doing that, it becomes easier and easier and easier. And this now becomes the new programming that is going in there. And you're making progress when this starts to get easier, because those will be the thoughts that will come up more often. You will be more apt to change right away. You pull out that pocket thought. You'll be able to flip your energy. You'll be able to keep yourself out of that downward spiral and, pull yourself out of the abyss, or even prevent yourself from going there in the first place, which is the whole key to this. So the more you can practice, because again, thoughts are going all the time. So pay attention to the way you feel. Use the tools that I've given you here, and gently and slowly move toward a newer, thinner, happier you. All right. We all know, as students of the law of attraction, that we can't fix any problem with the same mind that created it. Okay, I think Einstein said that originally. So the whole idea here is to get our minds off of what's bothering us, in this case, food, weight, fat, self-image, whatever, and onto something, anything, okay, that makes us feel better. So in closing, if you can't say nice things about food and say nice things about your body, and this just seems overwhelming, pick something else. Okay, do anything you can to change the channel in your head. And what happens when you do that is that the energy that these old beliefs have starts to lessen. Okay, so do anything you can. And by this, I mean take a walk. All right, read a book, laugh more, play more, turn off the news. Hate is weight. Bad news is bad news. I don't care where it's coming from. Okay, either your clothes have gotten tighter or there's another war breaking out. Remember, hate is weight, and negative is negative, and good feels good, and bad feels bad. Take a nap. You can't hurt yourself when you're asleep. You can't berate yourself when you're asleep. You can't worry about your body when you're asleep. Now, do as many nice things as you can, and do anything you can think of to get off the topic altogether. I mean, when all else fails, just change the channel. And we have choice here. We have the ability to do that. The mind is infinitely creative. Use what you have. And the more you use it, it's just like any other muscle, the easier it will get. And the biggest thing I can tell you is just practice. And know that in the beginning, it's sort of like changing from a waltz to a tango. Okay? If two people have been waltzing their whole lives and all of a sudden somebody says, now you have to tango, usually they're stumbling and falling and stepping on no toes and whatever. So in the beginning, your whole being may be going, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I'm not sure we can do it. The thing is, you can. There's always just that interim period in there where it's like your mind isn't really sure what you're telling it to do, and it doesn't know how, and you just have to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. Look at your mind like a muscle. You've been letting it sit dormant in the chair, being a couch potato, for probably a really long time. And now you're pulling it out and you're saying, okay, now we're going to do some things differently. And in the beginning, it's going to fight you a little bit. But we all know that that's just energy that's been moving in the opposite direction for a while. All we have to do is get it to, neutralize a little bit, and then we can move forward. So practice, and be kind to yourself, and say nice things to yourself, and know that you are a child of the universe, and you deserve to lead a happy, thin, fulfilled, wonderful life.